Budget babes, it's Julia Creations, guys, and I'm back with another video. So you guys, do not be mad at me because I know it's been a few days since I posted. I usually like to post twice a week. It's been about 5 days, so I didn't post on, was it Wednesday? I think it was. I think I only posted on Sunday, but not Wednesday, you guys. But it's okay, I'm back now and we're gonna get back into it. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, guys, welcome. My name is Julia Creations. I teach people how to budget, get their debt taken care of, just become more financially secure. I made my own planner, and that's the product we use to teach people how to budget. So today I'm gonna be using one of my clients' budgets who allowed me to do her budget on live. So I'm gonna be reposting this video. Shout out to April. She wanted me to repost this one. So April, I know you're watching. Thank you. I love when you guys ask me for certain types of budgets. This isn't April's budget, but you know, just asking for like the content you guys like to see, because I want to make sure, you know, it's helping you in some shape or form, or it will help somebody else. So I love it, but we're gonna get straight into it. I like to keep all the names anonymous just for personal reasons. So I'm gonna go through and post this budget. We're gonna get straight into it, you guys. We're gonna be paying off debt. We're gonna be talking about taxes in this budget, the IRS. So it's a really good example. I can't wait to get into it. If you hear any chewing in the background, it's because my dog is eating. So let's get straight to it, guys. So we're gonna start off with the goal, and I'm just gonna say that this is April's budget since we are in April. The goal here is to save $6K and pay off debt. So what we're gonna do here is write down our monthly income after tax, which is going to be $53.80 is our monthly income. So $53.80. And now we're going to talk about two different type of expenses, fixed versus variable. So fixed are going to be our expenses that are usually the same every month: car insurance, mortgage, phone bills, student loans, utilities, phone bill, medical, all of that stuff is going to go in our fixed side. And then our variables: groceries, gas, eating out, self-care, personal care, entertainment, investment, spending, all of that, credit cards, is gonna go on this side. So now we're gonna go through and write down all of our debt, you guys. I'm sorry, not write down all of our debt. We're gonna go ahead and write down all of our fixed expenses versus our variable expenses. I'm just gonna speed past this, you guys, and then we're gonna add everything up and make our debt payoff plan. Alright you guys, now that we wrote down all our expenses, we're going to go ahead and add it up. And like I said, I'm a proud believer, if we don't have enough room, we're going to make enough room. So if you are running short on your expenses or you don't have enough room in there, y'all, just combine two together and it'll all do the job. So we're going to go ahead and add all this up here. Right, so that's gonna put our fix at 2611. Let's go ahead and add up our variables. 200 plus 125 plus 335 plus 50. Alright, is gonna be 994. 994 plus 2611 is going to bring our total of expenses to 2605. So now we're going to go ahead and find our cash surplus, which is going to be 5380 minus 3605, and this helps us know how much money we have left over. So how we get this number, we take our full income, which is 5380 minus 3605 is going to give us 1775. So let's go ahead and set up our debt payoff sheets. So you guys, I don't know if like I'm just having a moment where pen and paper has just always been my best friend, but lately I've been loving doing the debt payoffs on a piece of paper instead of the laminated sheet. And I know you guys are gonna come for me. You're like, Jalea, come on now. The laminated you could erase, you're just keeping paper trail. But honestly, you guys, I don't know. I've been feeling the writing it down on a piece of paper each month or each time. I don't know. It just feels different for me. I've been doing this on my live too as well, but I'm reusing the same paper that have other examples on there, so we're not wasting a whole bunch of paper. But I'm gonna go through and write down the credit cards and the loans here, and then we're gonna set up a plan, you guys, and we're gonna get straight to it. Hopefully the lighting isn't bad. Today it is like barely any sunny, or it's not really sunny today by my apartment, or at least not yet on this side. Okay, that's a little bit better. The sun's starting to slowly creep through. So I'm gonna go through and then speed this up, and then we're gonna talk about it, you guys. Alright you guys, so let's get straight into the nitty gritty, the stuff that's really gonna count here. So we know starting April, at the end of the month, after we take care of our bills and expenses, we have $17.75. So in most cases where we have loans versus credit cards, we're going to pay off the credit cards first. But in this example, we're actually going to tackle the IRS first. We don't want to have to owe money to the IRS. It's not a fun feeling. So we're going to make sure we get them paid off first. Plus, they're not charging us interest, but look how high our minimum is with them each month. So what we're going to do, we're going to break down our cash surplus. We're going to put some of this towards debt and some of it in our savings based off our goal is we want to save and pay off debt. So we're going to split our IRS payments in half. So our IRS payments is going to be $23.67 divided by 2 is going to take $11.83.50 to go ahead and pay off the IRS. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract $424 to that because we are still paying the minimum on the credit card. So technically what we're going to do is we're going to put out of this April cash surplus, which is $17.75, we're going to put $759 of this plus $424. So $759 plus $424 is going to give us half of what the IRS payment is. So that way we don't have to take a huge chunk and we could still save. Since our goal is to save $6K, we can still pay off the IRS and put a huge chunk to our savings. So now we're going to take this $17.75 and we're going to minus $759 because that's what we're putting in our cash surplus towards that card or towards the IRS. So we're going to put debt here. So then we're going to put $10.16 in our savings. So you guys might get confused here, so I'm going to break it down one more time. So in April, we have $17.75 left over after we take care of our bills and expenses. The IRS, we owe them $23.67. We're going to pay them off in 2 months. How we're going to do that? We're going to take $759 from this cash surplus plus our $424 minimum, which is going to give us $11.83.50, which is going to be half of what we owe for the IRS. Then we'll be able to put $10.16 in our savings left from the cash surplus. So we're going to go ahead and pay off half of IRS. Boom. So now starting May, we're going to do the same exact thing. Starting May, our cash surplus is going to be the same, $17.75. We're going to break this down again and we're going to put $759 of this plus $424 is going to be $11.83.50 or whatever. We'll just round up, you guys. And then $10.16 in our savings. And just like that, we'll pay off rest of IRS. So there goes the second half of the IRS, the first half, and then there goes the second half of the IRS. Boom. And just like that, we paid off the IRS in the span of 2 months, and we're also able to put some money in our savings, which is always nice. So the IRS is now paid off. So now we are going to put this $424 back into our cash surplus. So $17.75 plus $424. Starting June, our new cash surplus is going to be $21.99. All right, so now let's go back and look at our debt payoff sheet. So we have HSN, which is going to be basically kind of like a credit card here. Loan number 1, SI, and Home Depot. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it slow. We're going to now go into the snowball effect. So we're gonna go ahead and get our credit cards paid off first. Why? Because credit cards usually accumulate the higher interest. So we have been paying the minimum on these last 2 cards, so the balance could be smaller, but we're just going to round up to cover any interest. So we're gonna go ahead and pay off Home Depot and HSN. So let's add those 2 together. $391 plus $332 is going to be $723. So those 2 cards together total to $723, and we're going to take the cash surplus we have left over, which is $21.99. $21.99 minus $723 is going to be $14.76. That's going to go in our savings. So $14.76 will go in our savings. Boom. Just like that, those 2 cards are paid off. So we're going to go ahead and cross those off. Hopefully you guys can still see everything okay. I know the sun's coming out. So Home Depot is going to get crossed off, as well as HSN. So now starting July. Can you guys see this? Alright, you guys, every time I like work in the sun, I always get scared that you guys aren't gonna see it, but I have to realize that sometimes it's just the camera reflection off of me, but it is what it it is what it is. Hope you guys can see the glitter highlighters, because those have glitter in them. So starting July, we paid off the Home Depot and the HSN card. So we're gonna go ahead and add this to our cash surplus. So we're gonna take $21.99 plus a $130 minimum plus $29. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys can see the sparkles. They're so pretty. I still have glitter highlighters available on my place of business, guys. Definitely make sure you check them out. They're so pretty. So $23.58 here is our new cash surplus. So we're gonna go ahead and get the loan paid off. I'm thinking both of these are loans, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, one is student loans and one is loan number 1. So we're gonna go ahead and pay off loan number 1 just because it has a smaller balance, and we can go ahead and get that out the way. So we're gonna pay, and by the time we get to this loan, it's probably gonna be smaller. We're just rounding up to cover any interest. So loan number 1 has a balance of $20.48, and then we're gonna do $23.58 minus $20.48. We're going to be able to put $3.10 in our savings. All right, sweet. Once that one is paid off, we no longer have to pay the minimum on there. So we're gonna go ahead and add $200 back into our cash surplus. So starting August, we're gonna take $23.58 plus $200 is gonna give us $25.58 here. Which is our new cash surplus. So now we're gonna work on paying off the student loans, and let's go ahead and break this down. Remember, our goal is to save $6 grand. We have been saving here, a small little savings building up, which is still nice. Where are we at here? So we got basically 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So we're pretty close to our goal. So we're going to break down our cash surplus. Remember, the student loans has a balance of $64.49 with a minimum of $120. So we're going to go ahead and break this down. We're going to put 1,000 of this to our student loans, and we're also gonna put $15.58 in our savings. And this is because she has a savings goal, you guys. If you want to flip these around, you totally can. It's based off your own personal goal. So if you want to put more towards your savings or less towards your savings and more to your debt, it's totally up to you depending on what your financial goal is. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to map this out here. So August, let's see how many months it's going to take to pay this off. So $64.49 divided by $1,000 is going to take roughly about 6.5 months. So we're just going to go ahead and round up to 7. So let's go ahead and write these months down. So August, 1,000, September, 1,000. October, 1,000, November, 1,000, December, 1,000, 2, 4, 5, January, 1,000, and then February, 1,000. So 2, 4, 6, 7. That's going to give us 7 grand. So then we're going to take 7 grand minus the balance that's on the student loans. It's going to be 600 or 64.49. Sorry, you guys. So 7 grand minus 64.49 is going to total to $551. And once again, guys, it may not even take that long since she has been paying that minimum, and I don't think the interest rate on the loan is super high, but we're just rounding up to cover any interest. And then we were putting $1,558 in our savings for the last 7 months. $1,558 times 7 months is going to be $10,906 in our savings. So we'll be debt free here by March, and we'll have more than 6 grand in our savings. So this is how we're going to pay off debt and build our savings at the same time, and then we'll no longer have to pay those student loan minimums there, you guys. So this is how we set up a monthly budget to pay off our debt. I hope this was helpful, you guys. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you guys comment if you have any questions. All products can be purchased at JuliaCreations.com. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great rest of your week.